Congratulations, you get to watch me in this video literally like 15 minutes after I just broke down. Okay, so if you would have been here, you would have saw tears going down my face. You would have heard me say things like, I'm so fucking sick of this. You would have saw me just walk and start pacing around and just start going insane. That's literally what it is I'm going insane. And I'm going insane because I hate being stressed out. And what makes me so depressed is the fact that I feel like I can't help myself. Everybody has to go through some sort of stress in their life. And when I start getting stressed, instead of picking myself up and pushing through it and making sure things go the way I want them to, instead what I do is I do the opposite. I back down. I start doing the least productive thing possible, which is, like getting in my bed all curled up, starting to cry and starting to have an episode where I start yelling and getting so frustrated and, start pacing and going insane, which is the exact opposite of what I should be doing. So the moment that I just broke down here a little bit ago, if you were here, you would have saw me have this episode, but I literally had this almost breakthrough moment where I said, no, when stuff starts to happen, when I start to get stressed out, when I start to feel like I can't fucking do shit with my life, you know what, instead of doing that, instead of breaking down and getting depressed, I'm gonna fucking do something about it. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna work through the problem that's right in front of me, and I'm not gonna back down from it. You see, this is what happens a lot in my life. Most of the times when I'm confronted with people who I disagree with, who they have their own strong opinion, I'm the kind of person who likes to listen to what other people have to say. So instead of inputting my own opinion, because most of the time I don't even have an opinion. Most of the time I feel like I don't really know what I'm talking about, so if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to say anything, right? But some people I can tell that's not how they work. Some people I can tell just talk and just express whatever's on top of their mind, even though they don't think about what they're saying. So they might be so passionate about something that they don't even know that much about. But anyway, I would listen to them and I would disagree with them, but instead of arguing with them and standing up for myself, I would back down and I'd let them, whoever I'm arguing with, I'd let them just take control of the argument, and then I'd walk away from it not having said anything. And then I feel like, gosh, I don't even matter. I'm worthless, Nobody fucking listens to me. I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to say. And then I get to this point where I want to stand up for myself. And sometimes I do, and it's the scariest thing ever because I ended up basically not knowing what I'm doing. So here I am feeling like I don't have the strength to do what I need to do in my life to stand up for myself. So when things start to get stressful, like I start to argue with somebody, or when just life in general starts to get stressful, like I'm starting to have to do a lot of homework, I'm going to have a bigger workload, people expect more out of me. At that point, that's when, again, I start backing down instead of stepping up. So now that I'm getting older, right, now that I'm maturing a little bit, I'm at this age where finding that sense of strength in yourself, being able to stand up for yourself, is so important. I mean, if you think about it, this is what every single teenager is going through, where you go from being a dependent kid to suddenly you're starting to find out how the world works. You're starting to try to experiment, try to go your own way. But then you have people saying, no, don't do that. And you're supposed to just either say, okay, I'm just going to let you tell me what to do because obviously you know what's best for me. That's what some teenagers do. They say, you know what's best for me, I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. But then you have other teenagers that stand up for themselves and say, you know what, I don't know if you actually do know what's best for me. I think I know what's best for me. I support anybody who decides to stand up for themselves, especially when the alternative is just to blindly listen to another person and let them control you. With that being said, I don't agree with somebody who doesn't listen to anybody's advice and who doesn't have an open mind. But I guess what I have just went through and what I'm going through right now isn't having to deal with, feeling the pressure of other people having the authority over me. What I actually feel is that I can't conquer the things in my own life. This is an amazing moment for me because I'm so sick of feeling helpless. That frustration, that anger towards feeling like I have to always back down and be a pathetic, weak wimp. That negative energy towards that is making me want to work my ass off and fucking get done all the things in my life that I need to do. This has been just one crazy experience, and I did break down just a little bit ago, and I immediately got up and said I need to turn on the camera and make a video about what I'm feeling. So thank you for putting up with me talking like this. Thank you for listening to me swear. Thank you for being here for me. I mean, honestly, I need to be able to talk to you. I need to be able to just turn on the camera and upload this to YouTube because this is my form of therapy that gets me through the day, that keeps me sane, that motivates me to make sure that everything is going on in my life the way it should. The truth is, I thought that I overcame depression once things started to all of a sudden get better. I haven't had an episode like this in a very, very long time. Whereas the entire last year, I have been having episodes almost every single day, lying in bed feeling hopeless. And now, all of a sudden, my life is starting to get back on track. I'm starting to get things together. Nothing has ever happened. And finally, this moment, when something did happen. And I'm not going to let this get me down. And you know what? I'm sorry, but you should not let anything like how you're feeling control you. You need to stand up for yourself and pick yourself up when you're down and push through things when life gets stressful. And don't let anything stop you. Not even yourself. That's what you need to learn. That's probably the best advice I could give you right now. That's what I would want to tell me if I could talk to myself, which I am, I guess, right now. This is kind of weird because I'm not really talking to myself. I'm talking to you. Or am I talking to myself? I don't know who I'm talking to. As long as I can just get this idea out there, I'm happy. So let's end the video here. By the way, I'm wearing a new t-shirt. Ooh, Discover Your Potential. You can go check that out. You can go buy this shirt for yourself on my online store where I sell t-shirts. There are many other shirts there. So anyway, get out of here. Go buy a t-shirt or something or whatever. Bye.